I want to talk about baby formula. That's right, baby formula. Um, I love using the example of baby formula uh, when it comes to market debates and things like that, because baby formula for mothers who can't feed their or for mothers of children who will not take breast milk is life and death for their child. And we're assuming, although in the real world, uh, some perverted mindsets do set a price on, buying and selling children. That's outside the normal realm of human thought process. Those are individuals that are sick, in my opinion. But one would assume, let's just operate on the assumption, that the life of a child has infinite value. It's without value. It's priceless. Uh, there's no price that a mother wouldn't pay, you know, to save her child's life. And I like to point to examples of necessities, life's necessities that we get from the market when people want to claim that many of life's peripherals cannot be provided by the market. It's shown that we get life's necessities from the market. However, in the era and the realm of government regulation, it's becoming harder and harder to find those examples where the market provides us life's necessities, because life's necessities are some of the main uh, areas where socialists and government busybodies want to regulate and call for regulation. Things like education, things like childcare, things like healthcare, things like pharmaceuticals. Although the market examples show much more success in those areas than the government-run solutions, it's still difficult to point in these areas and say, look how the market works so well in here, because the market's so distorted by government intervention in those areas. But if you look at baby formula, it's a life's necessity for the people that find themselves in the situation of needing baby formula. And it's a relatively unregulated market. Now, baby formula is high by any estimation, but its its price is almost infinite, and its value, uh, in as much as it is tied to the life of the baby in question, is infinite. So when I was buying baby formula, a little box, a little square, a little cylinder about that big, cost you anywhere from $15 to $30, depending on what stuff you want to buy. Some of it was $14.27 at Walmart, some of it was $27.17. So let's say $25, $20. Why isn't the price of that stuff infinite? There's no price that a mother wouldn't pay. So when this stuff first came out, I imagine it was life-saving. Maybe one company developed the formula and had it out there ahead of all others. Life-saving? Boy, I mean, there had to be huge demand for that. The price of it had to be very high, surely. The guy made a handsome profit that first came up with baby formula. After all, he was saving children's lives. I mean, that ought to be a pretty lucrative business. So what happened? Other guys saw the profits this guy was making and they jumped into business. Now, they could only gain business if they had a worse product or if they were more expensive. They would not get no business from this guy. After all, this guy was the first guy uh, to do it. writing down notes for my next post. This guy was the innovator. He was the first to do it. He was the one that proved he had a successful formula. So the only way to get any business away from him was to either provide a better product or for a lower price. Same product at a lower price. So what happened? Sure, the market was flooded. People ran in. And see, it's easy to provide examples of how the market works in unregulated areas that are new. And I'm having a terrible time with this cough that I've got going. But we've moved so far beyond the necessities of life that now the things that are kind of out ahead of regulation are things like electronics. If you look at big screen, flat screen, and flat panel and high definition televisions, that's a market that started out very lucrative for only a select few, and suppliers rushed in, demand went up, and now you can see those things dropping in price. I mean, month by month almost. The same thing with cell phones. Same thing with computers. Same thing with laser eye, technology, vision repair, things like that. But when you point to those things about how the market works, everybody says, "Oh, these are playthings. These are trinkets. These are, electronics and consumer goods." So the market works because you want more toys. But I love baby formula because the concept still works. My clothes are done. And this is a life's necessity. But yet, the price of baby formula is not infinite. The price of baby formula is not out of reach for the people that need it. Although not having it would be a dire situation. You would think this market would be ripe for exploitation. After all, a mother who needs baby formula can't do without it. Why isn't it $100 a bottle? Why isn't it $200, $500, $1,000? Because high profits encourage new entrants into the field. High demand causes lower prices and better quality. It's that simple. And you'd have to change human nature to make it not so. And where are the government regulators protecting all those mothers against price gouging? See, milk used to be the old baby formula. It was the component that mothers had to have for their children, and it is still to a certain degree. But see, for this certain segment of mothers whose children won't accept milk or breast milk, baby formula is the only option. But milk is regulated. So, milk is highly regulated for a long time. And baby formula is to a degree, but not near to the degree. Where are the government regulators controlling price gouging? There's no need to control price gouging on baby formula. Where are the people subsidizing the baby formula producers to make sure that they're able to make a profit? Just like the wheat farmers. Like bread's a necessity. Well, wheat. Well, we got to subsidize wheat. If we don't subsidize the wheat farmers, not going to get any wheat. Where are the government subsidizers of baby formula producers? They're non-existent. Yet this market functions perfectly. People get it. It's well within reach. Why? Why? Because the capitalistic system of profits and losses, supply and demand, works to provide the basic necessities of life. If you just let it alone and let it do its own job.